Welcome back, everybody. This is Ultimate616, and if you notice, I've been gone for about 3 or 4 weeks. That's because of the MCU movie marathon took a lot out of me. I wanted to get my life back on track with my wife, spend more time with her, and let me tell you, it has been amazing. But now we're going to get back into things on this channel, and we're starting off great. My wife and I actually went to Motor City Comic Con, a Suburban Collection Showplace out in Novi, Michigan today. It's going on today. May 18th, 19th, and 20th. So guys, if you get a chance, if you live around the area, definitely go check it out. It is worth the ticket price. Today was like $25. I think tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be the busiest day. I think it's the $35 each. So definitely go check it out. I mean, you got movie stars walking around. You got comic book artists and writers walking around. You got a bunch of cosplayers walking around. All this positive vibes in this place, man. We're all there for the same reason. We all just want to be surrounded by this sort of comic book, gaming, sort of atmosphere. And let me tell you, it's probably the most positive feeling I've had in a long time, surrounded by a group of people. I actually made this shield right here for my wife starting, I think, Monday. I busted it out in like 3 days, but it turned out all right. A lot of people ended up liking that. I wore that thing right there around. Everybody loved that. Got so many compliments on that thing. Everybody there thought that I bought it somewhere. Asking where I bought it. I was like, no, I made it, So I'll take the compliments. I really like that people enjoyed seeing that thing. I think it's just because the movie's so popular. It still is. I mean, it was an awesome movie. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's really awesome seeing all the different costumes. People really go in, they go out, all out, making their costumes. They get into this stuff. I mean, we saw Doctor Who. There's Ash from the Evil Dead trilogy was there. Majin Buu was walking around. Super Saiyan Vegeta, who else? Beetlejuice was there. A bunch of Poison Ivies walking around. Just a mix. We got the 501st Legion, the people who do a bunch of charity work, dressed up as stormtroopers. They were there. They're there every year. Those guys are awesome. So definitely, if you guys get a chance, go stop by and support them. Go for it. I mean, they do a lot of work as far as charities go. But yeah, I mean, normally I go there looking for comics and stuff, but this year, the headliners were Tom Welling and Michael Rosenbaum. For those of you who don't know, they played Clark Kent and Lex Luthor on the TV show Smallville. The granddaddy of the Arrowverse, the CW TV shows. So most of the people there went to go just see them. My wife and I went to go see them. That was her favorite show. She watched that show religiously since it first started to the last episode that it ended on. So definitely we were going to go check that out. We arrived maybe about a half hour before it started, so we got in the doors and we were just waiting. And let me tell you, it is so surreal seeing movie stars and TV shows, actors in real life. I mean, we put these people up on like pedestals thinking, oh man, they're so awesome, And a lot of times they are. And in this case it was. Tom Welling, he just kind of sat back. He was kind of relaxed. I don't know if he had a rough day or whatnot. But he was there. He was answering questions. He didn't really seem as into it as Michael Rosenbaum did. That guy was just crazy. He was interacting with the crowd, walking around, shouting his head off. He was being real funny. I don't know if he's like that in real life or if he was just doing that because he enjoyed being in a panel like that, living it up for the crowd. But either way, it was awesome. People got to line up and ask questions. My wife was too nervous to go ask a question. I couldn't think of any to ask because I actually got into DC Comics through this show. I only ever watched the show because I was dating my wife at the time. So, I mean, it was really cool. There's a special connection there for me as far as that goes. But this is like, I don't know. This whole show was like a huge milestone, big life event for my wife. Formed a lot of her teenage years when this show came on. So, I mean, it was a huge moment for her. She was so nervous to get up and talk to him. It was just amazing for her to be in that room. It was awesome for me to see her, that way. It's so cool. The feeling there was awesome. The comics, the vendors, everybody there was great. They brought out their A game. There was a lot of artwork. There was a lot of props. Not so much comics for me this year. Everything you see behind me is all I got. Normally I'm out of there with bags and bags of stuff. But I just could not find anything that I wanted this year. So everything you see there is awesome. I got a Heroes Return Avengers #1. I thought, why not? I got the rest of the Heroes Return. I need to start working on that. Civil War II Deadpool. I finished off that one finally. And some Dark Devil. They only made 3 issues of that, and I finally have all 3 issues. For the longest time, I only had issue number 1. Now I got 2 and 3. So I mean, it worked out in the end, but it wasn't what I was looking for. For those of you who know that Valiant Entertainment is coming out with new comic books for their heroes, Ninjak, Exo, Man of War. They actually just had a web series. That's how I got into that. There was a web series called Ninjak vs. the Valiant Universe, which is really awesome. You guys should definitely check it out. Somebody put it up on YouTube, so you can check it out that way. But I mean, you should really check it out. It introduced me to this whole new Valiant universe that I'm like obsessed with now, and that's what I went there to look for. Some of the newer ones, a lot of the older ones, I couldn't find any of them at all. Normally, I had to go to a comic shop. They're there in the 50 cents or $1 boxes. That's where I hang out because I'm cheap. But yeah, I see them everywhere, except for at Comic-Con this year. So, I mean, this is really all I walked out with. My wife got a freaking awesome clock with the Deathly Hallows. I mean, it's just a little bit of everything there. So if you guys get a chance, go check it out. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video with a little bit of a couple of clips of the panel that we sat in on. Thank you guys again for stopping by. Please tell your friends about this channel. We're going to start back up, hopefully on a regular basis. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.
There's a microphone right over there. That's going to be your place. Line up. Get ready for some questions. You can go line up right now. Keep it to 1 question per person. Make it an actual question. Detroit, I love you. Don't get too weird on me. If you're in line, do me a favor. If you are not actually at the microphone, try to kneel down if you are physically able. So you are not blocking the people behind you. We do not want that. That's not cool. All right. Without further ado,
Yeah.
Right there. See
from Smallville.
He's got hair.
Margot Kidder was on the show. God bless her. Wonderful woman. I got the privilege of playing gambling at a casino with her. And we both lost a lot of money, and it was a lot of fun. She's a great woman, and God bless her. Go ahead.
My question for both of you guys too. I think myself and a lot of people here agree that Smallville is kind of the OG of the CW DC shows. So my question is like, what advice do you have to like the new stars that are coming up on all these shows?
Send us residuals, P.O. Box. I mean, say something about that.
Well, you know, if you guys have followed the sort of Smallville and then with the Arrow, and there's a guy named Glenn Winter who was our director of photography, and him and Greg Neiman, they really took that style and the visual sense of the show, the shot making, and brought it to all those other shows that followed, and you know, we're pretty proud of that. But I think you're right with the checks.
Yeah, you know, to be humble, to be good to the fans, I think is a big thing. For me, I mean, who would have thought that years later, when the show's over, we'd be able to come back and still be greeted like this from all these